Sasha. I'm a little random. Welcome and welcome back. Alright, okay, so today we are doing our fall favorites. Well, my fall favorites. There are five for fall. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. Okay, so anyways, there's one peeking right here. So I guess we should start with that one. You can't really see it. You can't really see it, but I know what it is and I'm excited. So let's just start with that one. This is Philodendron Golden Dragon. Now, this is the newest leaf. It's still not hardened off yet, so it's a little flimsy. I don't know if you can see that, okay? But if you look closely, you can see these little specks come in, and it's just so pretty. And then look at the leaf shape. It definitely looks like a dragon's head. I mean, it just does. It just does, and it's gorgeous. I do have a thing for plants with odd shapes and things like that. This is definitely one for the books. The leaves are definitely getting bigger, but I just love the speckling. Like, it's not always so obvious. Ooh, and the lighting is. Let me see if I can do something with the lighting. Hold on, let's see here. If I can get up. Okay, let's see if that works a little better. That is a little better. Okay, great. So, you can see the speckling a little bit here. And it's just pretty. It's just really pretty. It's been very, very easy. It's been growing very nicely. I just let it dry out like most of my philodendron, and I water it when it gets dry. It's that simple. I've had it for about a month and a half, I want to say, and I've already gotten 2 leaves. One that is still, you know, kind of working its way through and everything. But it's doing very well. It's very healthy. The only thing I can say about this is that it gets sappy. Like, if you look really closely, you can kind of see the sap on here. Or the, I don't know what to call it. Sap is the best way I can define it. But, oh, do you see that? It's all over, and it's very, very sticky. Very, very sticky. It's not bugs. It's literally just very sticky liquid. So I guess it's gutating, but I don't understand why. It's gutating so much. I've seen gutation. It's not usually sticky like this, so maybe it's just the type of plant that it is. I don't know. But either ways, I love the plant. It's growing very nicely for me, even in the middle of fall, almost winter. And I just love it. I can't wait for this to get bigger. It works really well in my room, in my plant room. And I may want to move this to my bedroom if I can find a good, well-lit spot to it. Because I really just want to wake up and see this every day, aside from me coming in and cutting my plant lights on and watering. Like, I really just want it in my path every day. You know, my everyday path, not just for a moment. And I do spend time in my plant room, but it's not the same as, you know, just randomly seeing something out the corner of your eye, you know, just whimsically. I'm going to put this down, and we are going to move on to the next one. Now, I don't know which one I want to do next. Let's do a smaller one. Let's do a smaller one. Okay, so this is fairly new. Both this one and the last one I just recently got within the last month and a half. So I forgot to put dates in them, so I'm going to have to look at the times of the pictures that I took and kind of go by that, because I usually put dates that I bought them and the species and everything on there, but that did not happen this time. I don't know how. Me slipping. I'll figure it out later. But luckily I still remember the names of these. That last one was a Philodendron Green Dragon. This one is an Alocasia Silver Dragon. Check that out. Just look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, yes, 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 yes. And guess what? We have a new leaf coming in. And check out the back. The back has black veining. It's black. It's got kind of a slight brown, but it's black. It's very black. And I just think this is so pretty. I did get a small specimen, but it has been doing very well. One thing I have learned about Alocasia is that they do love to be fertilized, and as long as they're growing, it doesn't matter if it's cold outside or hot outside, fertilize them bad boys. They love it. They love it to pieces. I do have another Alocasia in here that I'm very, very proud of. My very first one. We'll get to that later. You know, be patient. It's all right. It's all right. You can wait. You know, it's still here. It's coming. Yeah, I just love this. I love this so much, and I can't wait for this to get as big as my my black velvet Alocasia. Oh, that thing is looking beautiful. I almost put that on this list, but I didn't want to do a repeat again. I'm trying to do all new this time. I can't guarantee you won't still see the black velvet just as an add-on, because I love that plant so much. I don't love Alocasia as a species, but I have 3 now, and I love all 3 that I have. I just love them. One in particular is a very much a surprise, and that one is going to be the one that we see later, and I'll explain to you why. You'll see why. But this, let's give this one more look. Look at that leaf. Look at that leaf. Look at it. And I can't wait to see what size this one is going to be. I can't wait. This was the last one to come out, and that came in very nicely. It's very, the texture is very, I don't know, it's leathery. It's very leathery. I think I was expecting it to be velvety for some reason. I don't know. That has nothing to do. I've never heard of well, you know what? I have heard of a furry dragon, but Atreyu. Although, was he a dragon, or was he like a really dog that could fly? I don't know. But if you remember Atreyu, I think that was the name of the creature. What movie is that from? Let me know if you remember. I'm an 80s baby, so yeah, I just want to see how many other 80s babies we have out there. Please make sure you train your kids with the good movies, okay? We're gonna move on because I'm rambling. All right, Alocasia Silver Dragon. Okay. So next one up. Okay, I'm trying to figure out which one I'm gonna save for last. Okay, because I kind of want to go out with a bang, and 2 of these I feel like are a bang. I would blindly reach for one, but I kind of know where they are, so it wouldn't be blind. Okay, I'm just going to reach to the one that's closest. The other one's on the floor, and now, this is extremely heavy and actually wet because I just watered it today. Isn't that wonderful? Now, this is a, Anthurium Crystalinum. Anthurium Crystalinum. I got this a month and a half ago as well. Oh, this one actually had the date in it. When did I get this? 9/10/22. That's when I got this. That's when I got the previous 2 as well. But this is very beautiful plant. It was not perfect when it came to me. So this leaf, of course, was already torn. But it's so very beautiful, and it's dripping down my arm as we speak. Yeah, but this is just cosmetic. It's fine. It's still green, so it's still receiving sunlight and taking in the nutrients. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'll just have this side face, the other side face. But this was the first leaf that came out in my care. Look at that. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. Oh my gosh, do you see this? Okay, wait. I'm not done yet, because this is the second leaf that came out in my care, and if you can tell, it's still hardening off. It's still hardening off. But look at this. Look, I don't even think I can get it in the. Hold on. Let me see if I can get. I'm beating myself up with a plant here. Okay, look at this. That is pretty. And do you see the color on the leaf when it's not quite hardened versus the. Let me see. This versus this. You see how dark green that is? It's like a medium green versus this kind of reddish, rooty, green, brownish. Obviously, colors are not my thing. But yes, just look at this. Look, head test. This is gorgeous. I love it. I do have the Clarinervium. I bought that the same day. As you see, I went crazy on one particular day. Worth it. Worth every penny. Do not have any regrets. But PSA, don't go broke buying plants. Okay. Yes, I do have a Clearanorium. That was almost in my favorites, but it grows so slowly. I really just wanted to wait until it gets a few more leaves. It is a smaller specimen, but if you want to look at my what was that, September haul, that is in that video if you want to check that out. Most of these are in my September haul, but all of my September haul is not in this, so hey, you're getting some new stuff here that's not recent. But I am absolutely in love with this leaf. I am in shock. I am shook. Okay, I am shooketh. I mean, it's just look at the size of it. It's gorgeous. But yes, I am obviously very in love with this Crystalinum, Anthurium Crystalinum. I can't wait for it to get bigger and bigger and bigger. One of the reasons why I like this one also is because it doesn't necessarily take up so much height space. It's kind of a squat plant, unlike the next plant that the last plant that I'm going to do. I have decided which one will be my last. It doesn't grow high, and I think I really like plants like that more than I like the tall ones. Although if they're going to be tall, I want them to be tall. So really tall, trailing, or squat. That's obviously that's apparently is my preference that I have learned over 3 years of being into plants. What's your preference? Do you have a preference on what shape and size your plants are? Like, do you prefer a bushy plant over something like the Crystalinum that's full but not really bushy, like say a Brazil, a Philodendron Brazil, or like a Stromanthi Trio Star, like something full and bushy, you know? I do like bushy. I own both of those plants and I love them both. They're just not on this list today. So let's move on because again, I'm rambling. Okay, for the Hoya fans, there is a Hoya on this list. Now, I am not a Hoya fan. There are only 3 that I have ever wanted. Maybe 4, but really just 3 that I care to pay for myself and actually get in my collection. So far, I have 2 of the 3. Okay, this is one of them, and I have quickly fallen for this, and it is definitely I like this one over the Wayeti that I got first, but this is the Hoya macrophylla, or there is another name. I will put both on the screen. But if you just look at this, this is nice. There's a texture to it. Oh, variegata. Don't forget the variegata part, Sasha. Uh-oh. Okay. Hoya macrophylla, variegata. Yes, we have it now. All right, but this is, the colors are so varying. Like, look at this one. And then if you look at this one, that one got burnt by the lights a little bit. But look how much white showed up on there. And then if you look at this one, this is a lighter shade of green and a dark green, and then if you like, they're all different. Every time a new leaf comes out, it starts out really tiny. And do I have a new leaf coming out? Let me see if I can find one. Oh, right here. This is a new leaf coming out. Can you see this little thing right here? That's a new leaf. That's what size they start off as. And then they grow into leaves like this, like that are like half the size of your hand, and just nature is amazing. But I do love this so much. It's growing very well for me. I got this in April for my birthday, actually on my birthday, and it has grown a lot. Actually, if I can show you a picture of what this looked like in April, do you see this? Because I think that is a good amount of growth. From April, what's that? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 7 months. 7 months. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing. So, I do have someone coming over, so let me hurry up and get to the last one because I think we are getting a little close to the time. But I really wanted to shoot this video so that you could see it, and so that you could see my beautiful pieces of my collection and just see my favorites. And you know, let me know what some of your favorites are now. Like, do you have a top 3? Like, I know they change because mine change all the time. Some of them stay a little longer, and it of course depends on how well they grow for me. No one's putting the plant that doesn't grow on their favorites list. I mean, even if it's pretty. And except for orchids. You know, orchids they're not always pretty without the flowers, but some of them are. I will not bring an orchid into this until it blooms. So that might be part of the winter favorites, because I do have 2 that are blooming now, so I may have 2 orchids next time. Let's see. Do you like orchids? Just wondering. Yeah. Yeah, all right. So anyways, I do have one clip here because this one wanted to trail a little bit. So I had to clip it up. But I do like this trellis. It's my first time having it. It's actually 2 stacked together. Like this one right here starts here, and then it stacks into this one. It's working out very nicely for me. But I never thought, I'm definitely not a Hoya person, but I definitely love this plant. And it loves the care that I give it and the room that it's in. And it needs a little bit of a dusting, which is fine. But other than that, it's happy. It's doing well. It's I'm trying not to obsess over it because I realize I should be looking into the camera and being more engaging. But you know, when you ever get around plants and you just get distracted, I mean, that's part of the reason you love them, right? So I'm gonna put this back, and we have one more. Now I chose this because, one, I realize it's a very difficult plant for some people to grow. Also, it has I'm not going to tell you. I want to see if you're going to notice what it is that is different about this particular one. Okay? I got this from either Home Depot or Lowe's all the way back in 2020, okay? And I will tell you, this being my first alocasia, it took me quite a while to get used to how to make it grow and not just have 2 leaves. And if I got lucky, 3 leaves, and then right back down to 2 leaves. This is an Alocasia Polly. We do have 1 leaf that's going out here. That's fine. That's not even the issue. There is no issue here. This plant is just gorgeous. But just let me see what you see. See what you see. Okay? All right. And I'm trying to show you the plant. Do you see this? Do you see what makes this different? Again, I got this for like $12, $13 at Home Depot in 2020. It's gorgeous. Do you see how many leaves I have? I'm gonna count for you because I'm proud of it and I want to show off. I'll be honest with you, I just want to show off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 freaking leaves on an Alocasia. I don't know anybody else personally who does that. I also don't know a lot of plant people, so you know. But the Polly is just known for not being able to keep leaves. It's just known for not being able to keep leaves. And if you see this random variegation, this is like the 4th leaf that has come out. It's always from the same stem. It's always from the same stem. So genetics play a very big part in it. And do you see this? It's gorgeous. You know how much money people pay for this? For variegation in an Alocasia? I wouldn't pay for that. And I got it for free by accident. But it's gorgeous. It is definitely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. And it's on this other one too. And like so far, every new leaf that grows on this stalk right here, on this one here, is variegated. It's some form of variegation on it. Where there's a corner, this one has 2 blotches. Like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This one, never any variegation. Never any. And you can tell right here how long it took me to get used to, you know, not losing leaves. Telltale sign. I may actually chop this and just bury it deep and let this grow off some extra stems or something, because yeah, I'm very proud of this plant. I have some small ones, some corms propagating now. They are taking forever, but they did just pop up. And I'm really excited about that. This one has a little baby leaf right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, the last plant of my top 5 favorites of fall is the Alocasia Polly, partially variegata. Okay, so I thank you so much for stopping by. I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your day. Don't be strangers. Hit me up in the comments. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, what your tips, tricks, and ideas are, so that we can converse. Let me know what your favorites are, and maybe I'll do one that are sad plants next, because I do have a couple of sad plants. Everything ain't happy, people. Everything ain't happy. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens next time. Later.